Hello, everyone. This is your girl Jenna, and today, first and foremost, guys, thumbs up the video. Also, cut your notifications on so you'll know when we post videos and when we go live. If I'm coming through clearly on Facebook, guys, make sure you hit the heart buttons just so I can know I'm coming through clearly and that you can hear me clearly. If you're watching this on YouTube, you guys can just say hello or hit the thumbs up button. That'll tell me, okay, that I'm coming in through clearly. We're going to talk about how food is attached to your emotions today, because I really do. I want people to understand that when we eat, especially when you get to a certain point in your life, you should be eating for a purpose. I think that's where we kind of have troubles with our weight and with a lot of other things in our wellness journey is that we don't understand that everything we place in this body. I see you, Miss Beauty Mark. Hello. Everything we put in this body is going to either help us or hinder us. And that's kind of why I'm having this subject today. Of course, you don't get to this type of thought overnight. It's over time. But one thing we are living is the time right here. It's time blinking. Do you hear what I'm saying? It's
That's
the
what you saw.
time blinking.
That's what you saw.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I just wanted them to know I'm talking to somebody.
Oh, hey
I
guys.
didn't leave you out there. Don't
Okay.
leave me out here.
Okay.
This is a double duo here.
Okay.
Sorry guys, I'm talking to my husband. Let me see something when it goes up another minute. Let me see, does it blink again?
Okay. Guys, make sure you share this video out. Let
If you
everyone.
have any questions during the time in which we are, okay, okay, I just realized this thing actually blinks every minute.
Awesome.
No,
Okay.
that's not awesome.
Okay.
Why didn't they
Hey,
let us know that?
shout out to Miss Eve. What's going on? Miss Tanya. What's going on? Miss Beauty Mark.
It
Welcome.
blinks every minute.
I see you out there, Miss Kel. What's going on, Miss Donna?
What is that
That
about?
is new. It's like you're on the
No,
air.
that's not cool. I'm not used to that. I'll be having tape across my whole phone if I'm like that. I don't know the point in it blinking like
I
that.
don't either.
Okay. Anyway, who cares? Hey guys, I'm here. I just got distracted. I guess my phone updated and now it literally blinks every minute. Well,
Yes,
it lets me
yes.
know
Our phone did an update.
time is money.
Yes.
Money is time. All right. So yeah, I want you guys to just start to think that everything you place in your body is going to either make you better or make you worse. Let's not go to food for our emotions. So let's talk about the emotions that we may experience on a daily basis and what foods we may go to during those emotions. And you can also type up some foods that you actually eat during these certain times. When we are sad, okay, when we are sad, well, I know me. If I'm sad, I tend to not eat at all. That's why I don't like getting too sad. I don't like getting my emotions to the point where they are dictating how I treat my body. But that's true. Some people, when they're sad, they undereat. They skip meals. Some people overeat and they tend to eat more carbs, or they tend to eat more sugar, or they'll go to all kinds of other things like alcoholic beverages and other stuff to kind of help them cope with whatever is going on. Like somebody just put up,
I have a comment. Someone put up chips, cookies, cakes, and ice cream.
right. And so what does all those things have in common? Sugar. Okay? Sugar. So a lot of us, we're overweight because of our emotions. We have some emotional issues that are going on that are not being addressed. Okay? I just heard today, I just learned it, and it makes perfect sense that when we are feeling fearful or we're feeling lonely, our body starts to want to protect itself. And so by protection, I mean it'll start to build more fat around our body for protection. like from hurt or things like that. Like your body kind of reads what you're going through and it'll start being shaped to kind of protect you. So people who are more stocky, you're probably more sensitive to things. And so you have to kind of identify what are your triggers for eating certain foods. Sugars means that you want more love, you want more attention. Salt
Mm-hmm.
means that you're angry. But I used to look at it like this. When you eat more salty foods, you're going to be more angry because the salt is going to actually increase your blood pressure. And so does sugar. Sugar increases your blood pressure too because it makes you hyper. So if you're feeling anxiety and things like that, you want to eat foods that's going to calm you down. All of these things I know I can help you with. Get a one-on-one with me, I can help you with that. But yeah, you want to start eating foods that'll calm you down. Like on a stressful day, the worst thing you want to do on a stressful day is eat something that is fast food, something that is full of preservatives and chemicals and sodium and things that you don't even know, dyes and all of that. You don't want to have that on a day that you've had a very stressful event or stressful time or long hours. You want to eat something that is going to calm you down. What are some foods that'll calm you down? Some potato, okay? Um, some
That's a,
squash. Oh, I love squash and potatoes with onions. Mm.
oh, that sounds really
Doesn't
good.
that sound good? Like somebody said, they want something quick. I have a family member. She always says, I didn't feel like cooking tonight. I wanted something quick. And something quick is not necessarily as nutritious because we look at fast food as being quick or microwaves. I hope you guys who listen to me and you want to be more of a holistic person, I hope you guys don't use microwaves. Try your best. You can put a nice salmon, rice, some type of greenery, spinach, and a roll that's all freshly cooked and put it in the microwave, and everything that was good in that food has been zapped to you know where. It's not good. I was listening to this person, this radio personality over 15 years ago. His name was Michael Baisden, and he had a radio show where I'm from. And he said that microwaves back then, if you put a plant in the microwave, or you put water, I'm sorry, if you put water in a microwave, if you put a plant in a microwave, it's
Oh,
gonna die.
it's done.
No,
Yeah.
they had like an experiment where you took a
Hmm.
plant, you had one plant where you watered it with regular water, and then you took another plant and you watered it with the water with the microwave, like you warmed it up in the microwave. And of course, the plant that had the microwave water didn't make it. It died. And so once my husband and I we learned that years ago, um, we learned not to use microwaves. So if it
Yes.
can do that to a plant, it can do that to humans over time. The plant is something different, right?
Hmm.
It's a little weaker, much weaker than a human body. But over time, constantly using microwaves is going to just, you know, not make you well anymore. Okay, so it's killing the nutrients. And that's why we eat in the first place. We eat to get nutrients. It's literally the only way that you can get nutrients. And if you're not able to get nutrients through eating, then you have to get it intravenously or you need a feeding tube.
Okay, I have a comment.
Hmm.
Okay, one of our viewers says, my son uses his air fryer to heat up his food. He doesn't own a microwave. So, guys, I believe we're going to have a tip for you guys. Thank you guys so much for commenting, and hopefully we help you with some of the things that we talk about. All right, so what are you going to say about that comment, John?
Okay, so thank you guys for the stars. I would love for you guys to go ahead and press your star button right now and see if you have some stars to give. See if you have any free stars. You may have some free stars in there. If you don't, I think stars are $5.99. I mean, it is what it is. Get some stars because we are giving you some great information. So let me go ahead and answer that question as far as air fryers. There's so many people. First of all, how many people here use air fryers? Anybody? Thank you so much for those stars. Anybody in here use air fryers? If so, yes or no. It's no shame here. I just want to know who's in here. Who uses air fryers besides the lady's son? Who in here use air fryers? I just want to see. I myself almost got an air fryer. I was going to purchase one from Walmart years ago. And one thing that my husband and we do is we read everything.
We read
Okay,
the labels,
we
guys.
read the labels, and so the labels were not on top of the box. It was actually on the bottom of the box. And so he flipped the box over, and it said, "Warning: in the state of California, could cause birth defects or reproductive organ issues or something like that." Okay, that's what it said. So we didn't get it. I don't know why it says in the state of California, but by law in the state of California they had to put that on there. I even saw uh, that same warning on a bag of spinach. What's my point?
And I was blown away by seeing it on actual vegetables, like on a bag of spinach.
I've seen it on spinach, I've seen it on appliances, and I've also seen it on supplements. And so one thing that I do when I suggest things, when you guys come to get my one-on-ones, I always make sure that I suggest supplements that are good and that doesn't have all of those things. So it's important, guys, when you guys get your one-on-one, get the supplements I suggest because that's what I stand by and that's what I know works, okay? I'm trying to get you guys to understand being lazy is not going to help you. It's going to hinder you in the long run. So don't be lazy. Those air fryers are not the best. There may be some air fryers out here that does not have that label on it. Purchase that one. Now the only reason why we don't another reason why we don't like air fryers is because the way that it cooks the food. I mean, really, think about it. It can cook chicken in like 10 minutes. What does it do? What does it do to your food? I think we forget that we eat for nutrition. You're not going to get any kind of, even though you don't necessarily get nutritional value from meat, but I mean, in food in general, that's why we eat to get nutrition, not just because it tastes good, not because it smells good, even though it does start there. My husband's not saying that I have comments. He's not cutting me off.
No, I'm not.
And I think you should.
Okay. I also read the labels. I don't live in California. I'm not having any more kids. Okay.
Oh, no, no, no.
Oh,
Oh, what does that mean?
oh, oh no.
What does that mean?
Okay.
No, just because you're not having any children does not mean that you're not supposed to protect your organs. Did I read? Did I hear that? What? And see, this is why a lot of women are talked into getting hysterectomies because they are like, I'm not going to have any more children. I don't need my uterus. I don't need my ovaries. I don't need my fallopian tubes. That is and I'm glad you said that, ma'am, because that's exactly why I do what I do to help people understand their body.
Wow. That is exactly why that label could be on that product and still sell off the shelves because people don't understand. That is exactly why it says it could cause reproductive issues.
And they're being nice. Anything reproductive issues could be something terminal. Reproductive issues could be carcinogenic.
That's exactly what they're saying.
So anything that causes anything carcinogenic or terminal or reproductive, and reproductive organs does not necessarily just mean your uterus. It could mean your brain. It could mean your stomach. Because guess what? If you don't have a good stomach, more than likely you cannot get pregnant.
Yes, I have a comment. I noticed a lot of products have the warning about the state of California had those particular cancer causing labels. Yeah. For some reason, I should have said the C word. For some reason, California has the stricter laws where they actually inform the consumer of what's going on in individual products.
Mhm.
No other state, I believe, has the same laws that inform consumers. It's like remember back in the day they didn't used to put the ingredients or the nutritional values on the food?
Mhm.
Yeah, California actually has a law that requires companies to put on their products things that could cause issues.
So thank God for cross shipping, right? That each
Yes.
state doesn't just is individual. We get
Hmm.
stuff from other places, so we benefit from knowing that. So whoever said that, I hope we opened your eyes about that. I hope so. I'm not here to put any kind of fear in anybody. It's not about that. It's just about being informational. And if that's not important to you, like if you're not worried about that, that's fine. I'm just talking to the people who might be thinking about getting an air fryer since it was brought up. But anybody who uses an air fryer or a microwave, obviously you don't understand that you're literally zapping all kind of nutritional value. Like if you put asparagus, I've seen people put asparagus in their air fryer. Literally, you put everything. Well, asparagus has a lot of good qualities to it, but once you put it in the microwave or once you put it in your air fryer, all of those good qualities are gone. And so you forget that when we're in our kitchen or when we are buying food, we are actually buying medicine because food is a medicine.
Yes. Food is your medicine. Hmm. All right. Let's see if we have any more
Okay,
comments.
my husband's going to actually read that comment to see if it's worth reading, but I have to keep
Okay.
going until he does that. But yeah, food is medicine. So when I cook, and this is anybody who's struggling with overeating or undereating or cooking or for your family or for yourself, just know that everything you give your family it's for a purpose. And so when I cook, like if I eat eggs, I say, well, eggs are good for protein and B6 and B12 and omega 3s. If I'm eating spinach, I'm like, hey, I'm getting my iron. If I eat kale, I'm getting my iron and my vitamin K. If I'm eating tomatoes, I'm getting the lycopene. If I eat some cucumbers, it's
Yes.
going to help me with glucose issues. So that's why I literally I eat everything for a purpose. So I don't overeat anymore. I don't undereat. If I'm getting some cashews in, I'm getting them for the protein or the salt or something. Yeah.
Okay. One comment says, "How could you be born with your body and then decide you don't eat parts of it? All of the parts work together within the body."
Yes. Yes. And so that threw me off a little bit, but I already knew people kind of think that, oh, if I'm not filming with kids, I don't care what happens. No, you need that. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And this means it was very carcinogenic. What's the best thing to cook your food in? Okay.
Ceramic. Ceramic, guys. When I was younger, we were newly married and we didn't have a lot of money and I would, cook off. I've always cooked, but I didn't cook off the best. I had Teflon. And then one day, my husband said, he was making some eggs or something one day and he saw these little black specks in it. And I said, oh, that ain't nothing but black pepper. And he said, I ain't put no pepper in the eggs. I'm the
No.
one who puts pepper. I love pepper. He didn't. So anyway, from that time on, I said, "Oh, okay." And he said, "This is not good." And then I looked up Teflon, and once that goes in our system, it's a endocrine disruptor. It causes all kind of issues like estrogens, and over time, it can cause some type of illnesses like autoimmune issues and things like that. So yes, ceramic to answer your question.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. So is it? And we have one comment. It says it's good to grow our own vegetables. Yes, if you actually have the.
Yeah, if you can do that,
Mm-hmm. Yes.
if you can do that, uh, somebody said, what they say?
You said thank. Someone said thank you. We're glad that we're able to help you guys.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are so
The comments are
awesome.
coming up, baby.
Yep. Thank you guys so much. Okay. I enjoy cucumbers. I like to marinate the cucumbers in organic apple cider vinegar.
Yeah, you're
Hmm.
less pickles, right? I love
Yes.
making my
Uh-huh.
own pickles. I've done that before. I made a video a long time ago on my YouTube, but I might do that again to kind of spice things up. But yeah, I love that too. I think somebody said, "What about cast iron?"
Yeah,
Cast iron's good too.
we have cast iron also.
Yeah, I don't, but it's not good for everyday cooking. I mean, if you like cast iron, is for like it's for the oven or if you want to fry stuff in. I don't fry foods. I've never really owned a cast iron, and I think I got a fake one, like one that was
We
like it
have
looked like
one.
it, but it
Yeah,
rusted.
yeah. The kind that we had was the one that was not what they
Guys,
call
hit that
seasoned.
star button. Hit the star button. Hit the share button. Keep watching. All of that helps. Hit the heart buttons if you're loving it, and also leave a comment. Say hello if you're just joining. This is Jenna and Andrew. All right, what?
Yes, the frying pan that we got was a cast iron, but it wasn't seasoned. So when you get a cast iron skillet, frying pan, it is prone to rusting. So make sure that you get the kind that's seasoned, guys. Where you
And
have to oil it on a
you
regular
can
basis.
also season it yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and that's a process.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
always read when you guys. I know a lot of us were doing online buying, and so it's I know I do. I don't know if you guys go online, but
You love to buy things
yeah.
online.
But the only thing is you have to read, and all of it is the specs as we call it, because we're in the computer game. We call it
Mm-hmm.
specs, which is basically saying what it comes with, what it's made of, ingredients, whatever. You just want to
Mm-hmm.
read that. Take your time. Don't just say, "Oh, this pot is good for $20. Let me buy it." See what it's about, see what it's made of. It'll actually tell you,
Mm-hmm.
but you have to read. Okay. I hate to say they say the devil is in the details. We're going to say the God is in the details, honey, because a lot of us we perish for the lack of what knowledge. Hello, and the only way you're going to be able to get the knowledge is if you read. Okay, reading is fundamental and it's really needed now. I mean, at one time we didn't have where the ingredients were on our foods. We would blindly eat back in the 90s, they
Mm-hmm.
actually made a law where they had to put nutritional facts and ingredients on your food.
They do.
And so before you purchase anything, you need to just read it. Read the back. Read how much sodium in it. Read how much sugar's in it. Anything over 9 grams of sugar per serving, try to stay away from that. Okay? Because, sugar is very, debilitating. It really is if you eat a lot of it. It's not good for you at all. All right.
Right? Someone said, right? I'm a country girl. Okay. Welcome, Miss Kimberly. Welcome. Hello, and God blessings from Texas. Welcome.
Welcome, guys. Yes, so we're doing more of a lower meat intake, guys. Meat is something that a lot of us we kind of fall on. We love meat. Meat is a main. If you guys really understood how much meat you're supposed to eat, you will be like, yeah, I'm overeating. And people think overeating, unfortunately, is like Mr. Clump in the what is it in the clumps? What was
Oh,
that?
the Nutty
The
Professor.
Nutty Professor when they just sitting there and they're
Hmm.
pouring all the uh when he poured all the M&Ms in his mouth, and overeating means they're like the people at the table. No, overeating is just that, overeating. You're over medicating on the food. So if we eat the proper amounts of sugar and the proper amounts of sodium and the proper amounts of protein and carbs, that's fine. But a lot of us do. Like if you understand, one slice of bread is a serving.
How many of you guys actually
You
read the
know?
sermons? Like, do they read the sermons?
Yeah, do you guys read servings? We do servings. And that's when the weight started to become managed better. I didn't say off because a lot of us want to lose weight. Okay, and I'm trying to like change you guys and how you think about that. It's not about weight loss, it's about healthy weight management.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, a half a cup of yogurt at one time, that's how you're supposed to eat the yogurt. What happens is when we go ahead and we just put a whole bunch of yogurt in our bowl and did not measure it out, that's when you're overeating. Overeating does not necessarily mean that you will be overweight, but it will mean that over time your body will not be working balanced. Everyone's not blessed to know that they're unhealthy by the outside. When you have fat on the outside, okay, you know something's going on. You can work on it. But what about the thin people? What about the people who have fat on the inside? You just don't see it. Mm,
Okay, I have.
right?
Yes, exactly.
Go ahead.
Yeah, that Yeah, you do. There are some people who actually have fat on the inside, like on the liver.
You have fat on your liver, you have fat on your heart, you have fat on your organs, you have fat under what they call it with
Hmm.
superficial fat, and then it's under, guys. I'm not a doctor, but I'm just saying there's fat under your skin that you may not be able to see. And so a lot of people feel like, oh, if I'm thin, I'm healthy. Thinness doesn't necessarily mean you're healthy, and being overweight doesn't necessarily mean that you're less healthy than someone who is thin.
Yes.
Hmm.
Okay, I have a comment. Oh yes, absolutely. I read all the ingredients on all packages. I eat half. I'm my hand size in meat when I do eat meat. Hmm. So she says she actually reads all of the ingredients on
A
the
palm
packages,
size.
and she eats um, uh, a hand size in meat when she
Palm,
does. Hmm.
not hand.
A palm size.
Palm. See how
Okay.
big my hand is? That's a big piece of meat. No, it's the palm. I said, forget that. I just slow down my meat. I've had enough meat in my life where I am good. I've overeaten so long in my life, you know. Like I never thought that I could eat one chicken wing. Like I was like, what? No, I would eat 4 and 5 chicken wings at one time. I would eat 2 and 3 slices of bread at one time. I would eat a whole thing of fries. I mean, I did it all. And so I felt like I've earned, type 2 diabetes and things like I earned it when I was in my 20s because I didn't have any kind of balance in what I've eaten. So that's another thing too. People feel like eating healthy is just eating salads and
Hmm.
um, fruit. No, eating healthy is also about your portions. So you have to understand if you overeat carbs, your body is going to be sluggish. You're not going to have energy. A lot of us, we don't have energy because we're simply putting too much in our bodies. Case in point, when you go and you fill up at the tank for your car, try to go ahead. I've done it before where I'm like, you know what? It says $5.99. I want to make sure it's $6, and it's saying, look, I've had enough. I've had enough. And then I'm like, nope, just put in a little more gas, and then the gas spews out at you, right? It's
Yes.
too much. The tank can only take but so much. Our bodies kind of do the same thing. If you overeat, some people will vomit, some people will sleep, they'll shut down. Like if you put too much in your car, if you put sugar in your car, it just shuts down. It just don't work. Back in the day, they used to put sugar in your gas tank. That's why we have locks on our gas tanks today. Because back in the day, if somebody didn't like you, they could just put sugar in your gas tank, and then you go to boop, and then it don't start. That used to be back in the day. Yes. So I look at that now. I say, well, why sugar? So sugar's the same thing with the human body. If you put too much sugar in our bodies won't work either.
Hmm.
Anything else?
Exactly. Okay.
Yeah. So,
Is
go ahead.
I have a question.
hmm
Is cauliflower rice better than regular rice?
It's not about better. It's about what is the purpose for you using cauliflower rice. Okay. It's not about being better because some people feel like that's an obvious answer. Of course, it's better, right? But if you eat too much of it, then all of a sudden you could have gastrointestinal problems because cauliflower is a cruciferous vegetable, and cruciferous vegetables can cause gastric upset. And so, whatever you're trying to do as far as not eating the rice, you're going to acquire some upset in your stomach, and then you won't be able to eat or absorb nutrients for a few days, and then you can get sick. So, does that answer your question? Moderation is key.
Hmm. Yes.
Moderation is definitely key
And
with anything.
since cauliflower is cruciferous, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, because a lot of people do cauliflower rice because they're doing a low carb regimen. If
Hmm.
you're doing a low carb regimen, and actually you're probably going to go towards protein more. High protein diets are not good for the kidneys,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah.
High carb diets aren't good for the kidneys either. So you have to kind of like balance yourself and understand that food is medicine. And if you overdo it, it's going to cause issues. If you underdo it, it's going to cause issues. And so what I'm talking about is something that is probably very rarely talked about at all, which is just being mindful of what you're eating. Even too much salad is not good for you. It's putting in all that extra water in your system that you may not be able to pass through, and then you having water weight. And water weight means edema. Edema means you swelling up and you have extra weight on you, right? If you have too much water in your system, it dilutes your cells. Then your sodium is going to be all off. And you're not going to feel well. That's what I'm talking about. That's why people you have to understand when you change your diet, they always say ask your doctor first, right? You gotta let your doctor know that you're doing this because they're giving you all this medication, right? But all of a sudden behind the doctor's back you became keto. So you got all this insulin you taking and you're taking all of this diabetes medicine and all of a sudden you're doing a keto regimen which is gonna naturally make your sugar go down a kind of sorta and then you're taking medicine too and then you pass out.
Guys, thank you so much for the support for the arts, guys. You guys are so awesome. Uh, Guys, if you'd like to get one-on-one with Jenna, tap the link. It's pinned below.
Okay. So be more careful on that. We want to kind of understand that when we do our own research, that's great. But you want to kind of know why you're doing what you're doing to stick with it. And that's what I'm here for. I'm a holistic practitioner and we're here to help you and guide you through, you know, choosing the foods and choosing the type of eating regimen that you're going to do on a daily basis. Because I don't like to say diet. you know, it's not
No,
about diet, guys.
eating plan. Yeah.
It's an eating plan, an eating regimen that you have to do every day. I mean, the day that you're not able to eat anymore, it's really the end of your life. It is what it is. Like eating is very serious, But you don't want to put too much in your body, and you never want to attach food to your emotions. That's really what this video was
Mm,
about. You don't want to attach food to how you feel because the way our emotions go, they're up and down sometimes. Until you understand where I'm coming from, you may feel like, what does that mean? But yeah, like today you may feel tired, like, and this morning you might feel invigorated, but then you had a hard day's work and then you're tired. No, you don't want to eat according to your emotions. You want to eat according to what you need per day. So let's talk about it. I'm going to go ahead and do a part two on this. I'm not going to make this video too long. Thank you so much, guys. I'm actually going to write this down. Because did you guys like this video? Did you guys like this? Because I really do like this segment of food being your medicine. I was about to go into my 1-2, but I do have a family myself, guys.
okay. Yes, they
Um,
said they loved it.
So I'm gonna write this down. This is gonna be like a whole like series and my series is gonna be called Food is Medicine. Yeah, I promise that's what I'm gonna do. This is fun. And I'm just gonna put a twist on it because I really feel like people don't understand that what we eat really does determine how our bodies are gonna flourish. We need these bodies for up to 100 years, guys. 100 years. Yeah. Uh-huh. And so it really depends on what you do. So I did this, and then Food is Emotions was the first installment. Food and Emotions. Okay, so I already got one. And then I'm gonna do a 5 series situation. So all going to be on this platform, guys. It's going to be free. So I'm not going to charge for it. Just ask for you guys to share and donate and things like that. I'm going to try to give you some great content that is more, what is it, ordered, if you will. Order my
Yes.
steps in your word, if you will. And that's what I want to do. Like food and emotions. Food is medicine. Our next installment, I'm going to go ahead and write it down. Our next installment is going to be what do we need daily? So that segment is going to be more about the nutrition that we need every day. There are certain things that we need every day to function. If you miss one day without getting certain things, you're going to not feel well the next day. Okay? The way we eat, we have to eat well every day. When I say we, my family, we have to eat well every day because we eat very, what they would call clean. People don't understand. Okay, then that's going to be my third installment. Side effects of eating clean. Ah, yeah. No matter what you do in life, it's got 80-20 rule. There's no 100%. All right, side effects. Okay, the art of moderation. Mm, I'm writing this in front of you guys. I'm probably teaching somebody right now. They're probably like, they probably will. That's okay, because you not me, sis. Okay? She knows who I'm talking about. Food and emotions. What do we need daily? Side effects of eating clean. The art of moderation. And what will be the fifth? I'm coming up with this. Oh my gosh. I'm 40 years old. I'm still acting like I'm in school. I heard that you never stop learning. You never should stop learning.
No, you don't.
I'm loving this. Food and emotions. I already got that. Boom. What do we need daily? Side effects of eating clean. The art of moderation. Ah, thank you, God. Read your labels. I got 5 videos right here. You guys keep me going. Thank you so much for watching. The next video will be that. I won't be doing any more subjects until I am finished this segment. So basically, every time I go live on this platform, it will be this video, okay? So if you're loving this type of content, you want to make sure you're in this video, make sure you cut your notifications on, people. Just to let you guys know, notifications for posts and videos are different. Just found that out, and I thought I'd let you guys know. So if you are missing out on the videos, more than likely you don't have the notifications for the videos. So right now, all you can do is go right here to the people that have left. Go to your top right hand, right there. You'll see 3 dots. You're going to see a drop down, and you're going to see turn on notifications for live or something like that. Turn them on so when I go live, when we do a live video, whether it's me or anyone else, you'll get notified about that, if you will. Okay. Otherwise, you'll be stuck to just seeing the replay, and our videos are great live as well. All right. So thank you so much. I'll be working on this in the lab, and I'll have another show for you guys tomorrow.